Over the years, All-Star Saturday has become a tribute. A tribute to those who blazed the trail. To those who could rise to the occasion. A tribute to living legends who astounded us with their skill. And amazed us with their high-flying ability. A tribute to seemingly ordinary players doing extraordinary things. And to superstars performing like superheroes. A tribute to the rising stars who will leave a legacy in their wake. And prepare us for the future. And the things to come.
Atlanta, Georgia is the basketball capital of the world. It's All-Star Weekend, but things really get to pick up right now as we welcome you to Phillips Arena here in Atlanta for the Got Milk Rookie Challenge between the top rookies in the NBA and those in their second season. Always an exciting, fast-moving contest, and we welcome you inside. I'm Dick Stockton along with Danny Ainge and the coach John Thompson. This is a great platform for the rookies in an all-star situation to show what they can do. We have a record number 6 players with international backgrounds in this contest. Danny Ainge wanted to see if he had any eligibility left to play in this game, but he's going to have to talk about the rookies who have won 2 of the 3 in recent years here.
Well, I love this rookie class. And speaking of eligibility, Dick, they all have eligibility left. It's a very young group. My favorite guy, though, is Amari Stoudemire. This guy is so exciting. He leads the league in dunking on his opponents, has brought a lot of enthusiasm to the Phoenix Suns and to the entire league. I look forward to watching him every time I can.
Well, we had to give the sophomores to the little older man here, John Thompson, just by a couple of years over Danny.
Well, you gave it to me because sophomores mean wise fools.
Right.
But I think we're going to take Danny's crew today, Dick. And I tell you, the guy we want to watch is Andre Korolenko. I love him because he's a big guy that can put the ball on the floor and don't have to depend on little guys to pass him the ball.
And he comes off the bench as he's done for the Utah Jazz. Well, this is just the start of what is going to be a big, exciting night on TNT. And here's what's coming up. The Michael Jordan salute next, and then the All-Star preview at 7 o'clock. And then All-Star Saturday night with all of the great fun action coming up beginning at 8 o'clock. So stay with us throughout the evening. It's All-Star Weekend, and we will have the introduction of the starting lineups for the Got Milk Rookie Challenge when we return. Welcome back to Phillips Arena, the Got Milk Rookie Challenge, the first of the many exciting events we have for you on All-Star Saturday. And right now, for the introduction of the players in this game, our public address announcer, Craig Ross.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the 9th annual Got Milk Rookie Challenge. First, let's meet the rookie team. The head coach for the rookie team is a 2-time NBA Coach of the Year. In 10th place on the NBA all-time victory list, Cotton Fitzsimmons. The assistant coach is a 6-time NBA All-Star and Atlanta Hawks legend, Sweet Lou Hudson. And now the players for the 2003 Got Milk Rookie Team. From the Chicago Bulls at guard, Jay Williams. From the Cleveland Cavaliers at center, Carlos Boozer. Also from the Cleveland Cavaliers at guard, DeJuan Wagner. From the Denver Nuggets at forward, Nene Hilario. From the Los Angeles Clippers at guard, Marko Jaric. From the Memphis Grizzlies at forward, Gordon Garasek. Also from the Memphis Grizzlies at forward, Drew Gooden. From the Miami Heat, also at forward, Caron Butler. And from the Phoenix Suns at forward, Amar'e Stoudemire. And now the Got Milk Rookie Challenge sophomore team for 2003. The head coach for the sophomore team is a former Hawks head coach and TNT analyst, the Czar, Mike Fratello. The assistant coach is a Hall of Famer, an 11-time NBA All-Star, and one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history, Bob Pettit. Now let's meet the players for the sophomore team. From the Chicago Bulls at forward, Tyson Chandler. From the Golden State Warriors at guard, Gilbert Arenas. Also from the Golden State Warriors at forward, Troy Murphy. Again from the Golden State Warriors at guard, Jason Richardson. From the Indiana Pacers at guard, Jamal Tinsley. From the Memphis Grizzlies at forward, Pau Gasol. From the New Jersey Nets, also at forward, Richard Jefferson. From the San Antonio Spurs at guard, Tony Parker. And from the Utah Jazz at forward, Andre Kirilenko. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2003 Got Milk Rookie Challenge competitors.
And there they are, the players in the All Got Milk Rookie Challenge, and we'll be ready for the start of the game when we come back. And welcome back to Atlanta for the Got Milk Rookie Challenge and the starting lineups. Each team with 9 on the bench, and the starting lineups first for the rookies. And Gordon Garasek and Jay Williams in the backcourt, Caron Butler, Amar'e Stoudemire, and Drew Gooden up front, 2 members of the Memphis Grizzlies in the starting lineup for the rookies. And here's the way the sophomores will line up: Gilbert Arenas and Tony Parker in the backcourt, Richard Jefferson, Pau Gasol, and Troy Murphy up front. So another member of the Grizzlies, Pau Gasol starting at center. And right now, let's send it over to one of our 2 sideline reporters. Here's Craig Sager.
Well, Jay, Cotton Fitzsimmons has asked you to run this team. As a point guard on an all-star team, what do you try to accomplish with just one practice?
Just win the game. That's all it's about. Just trying to win games and have fun and win. I'm about winning, so let's try to get this one.
All right, you can try to win it on offense or defense?
Well, all-star games are the winners usually play good defense, so hope we get some good defensive stops and then make some good highlight plays.
All right, good luck. Let's go to Cheryl Miller.
Thanks a lot, Craig. I'm joined by Jason Richardson. And Jason, last year the sophomores were talking a lot of trash, and as a rookie, you guys shut them up. Have you guys done the same thing, or are you giving them a little more respect?
We give them a little bit more respect, but we know we're going to go out there and beat them. We ain't going to talk too much trash. Just going to let our play talk.
All right, have fun. Have a good time. Let's send it back to you, Dick.
All right, Cheryl. Jason Richardson with 26 points was the MVP in this game a year ago, as well as the defending slam dunk champion. So he has a lot riding as he goes into the second year. A look from above. Kevin Fair, Violet Palmer, Derek Richardson working the game, and we're underway. Guys, you ready?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to be fun.
Well, you promised a a victory for the sophomores over Danny's rookie club here to even things in this format since they started.
Well, because Danny's guys are going to inbound the ball, pass it, and play team ball. My guys are going to just heist it.
And driving in and getting the first basket, Gordon Giricek, the rookie from Croatia. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, Tony Parker, the brilliant second-year point guard for San Antonio. And Gilbert Arenas in the backcourt. Here is Richard Jefferson driving underneath, unmolested, ties the game.
Well, so much for my rookie defense right there. But I look out there and I see the two Memphis Grizzlies. You know, two Memphis Grizzlies last year. We see Gasol out there right now and Shane Battier last year. A young team that they got to start developing here pretty soon. They got one more year, and they got to start winning.
What's interesting, Danny, the rookies come out in a zone defense. You know, they're saving themselves for offense.
Richard Jefferson hitting, that's a two-point basket. So Cotton Fitzsimmons has him coming out in the zone. How much practice time did he have? Well, they're used to playing zone in college.
They wouldn't play man-to-man, Daddy, so that's probably why he's got him playing zone.
Well, I don't understand the zone in an all-star game, quite honestly, but you know, the thing that might have thrown him off, Richard Jefferson's knocked down 2 jump shots in a row, or a dunk and a jump shot. I think that's important. I wish he'd be more aggressive like that when he's playing with the Nets.
Giricek has all 4 points for the rookies who get the ball back on a turnover. And there is Drew Gooden for a 3. And Arenas getting the rebound. You know, I'm very troubled by one of Mike Fratello's assistant coaches when he put together his staff.
Oh, Marv over there.
Yes, that's what I'm referring to. And that is Giricek from Caron Butler. Yes, Marv Albert is sitting next to the Czar. And the other assistant coach is a fellow named Pettit, who I think distinguished himself. There is Marv, and to the left of Mike Fratello is Bob Pettit, the great Hawk player. Rebound by Stoudemire. 6-4, the rookies early on leading. 2 20-minute halves make up this game.
Well, it's taking the fellas a little bit of time to get warmed up. I think they were shocked by that zone defense. Tony Parker went through that so easily.
I think that was funny. Gasol got the steal, and Giricek was asking for the ball. Their teammates, and Gasol almost threw him the basketball.
Jay Williams, former Duke star, was the second pick in the draft, coming out after his junior year, and as the only triple-double among the rookies so far this year.
He did it against Jason Kidd in a big game, and I think Jason Williams is going to be a fantastic player. It's just been kind of a difficult transition to the NBA, and with the logjam and guards with Chicago.
That was Pau Gasol. So you've got Memphis Grizzlies wearing home and away uniforms in this game. Drew Gooden, the rookie from Kansas, and the 4th player pick. Great pass to his teammate Giricek, and Caron Butler from the perimeter kept alive on the rebound by Gooden. Giricek has had the hot hand early on. Here's Williams for 3. And Troy Murphy of the Warriors grabbing the rebound.
And that's interesting because Troy has really shown himself this year in rebounding. I remember when he was playing the Big East, he was somewhat of a shooter, but now he's really gone into rebounding.
Boy, he has improved so many areas. What a pass from Williams to Amari Stoudemire, filling the lane beautifully.
Amari's got the perfect game to play in an all-star game. He pursues the ball at both the glasses. He's 3rd in the entire NBA in offensive rebounding, and he loves to run the floor.
Murphy from the outside. Stoudemire knocks it away. Pretty nifty play right here.
Right, and Jay's flashing the ball a little bit, a little fancy dribble right there, but he was waiting patient with the trailer, and Stoudemire will always continue his run.
Gilbert Arenas gets it inside, and Pau Gasol. Is anyone defending down low, Mr. Thompson?
I would say that zone defense is rather porous.
We need to have a talk with Cotton right now. We got to get out of the zone.
Right now, we need to go talk with him right now.
I know Cotton's got a mic on over there. Has anybody got an earpiece over there?
Right.
Get out of the zone.
Cotton Fitzsimmons, 21 years as a coach in the league. Stoudemire battling his way in the basket. Goes off, so Stoudemire going the line. Well, you talked about him at the outset. You got to love this guy coming from high school in Florida to Phoenix and playing so well.
I just love the fact that he's fearless. He's tough. He's intense. He only knows how to play basketball one way. He just turned 20 years old. I think he's going to be a very special player.
Want to remind you to log on to NBA.com or America Online. Keyword NBA.com to cast your vote for the Got Milk Rookie Challenge Most Valuable Player. Jason Richardson, who Cheryl talked with before the tip, was the MVP last year. And 2 of the players who have won this award will be playing in the All-Star game tomorrow. Zydrunas Ilgauskas of the Cavs and Allen Iverson. Nearly 4 minutes had elapsed here, and the rookies leading the sophomores. Here is Richard Jefferson. Fancy move, Gasol right there, and he's got 6 points.
Well, that's the danger of playing the zone and not practicing it, as they haven't been able to do, is that their space is open on the weak side for follow-ups.
Jefferson with a good defensive play and a good feed to Murphy, but Parker cleans up for the Sox.
Good fast break right there. Murphy did a nice move, got to finish that, but Parker following it. He's usually the guy handling the ball in the fast break.
Gooden with another good pass to Garachek, got hit from behind. Boy, Hubie's doing a good job, Hubie Brown, because these guys look pretty well schooled representing the Grizz.
Well, Hubie's doing a great job, but Garachek also knows how to play all-star ball. When they give it to me, make certain that I shoot it.
You know, it's hard for a shooter in this thing, because when you're open, you're supposed to shoot. He doesn't find himself open like this in the games.
During today's Rookie Challenge, 989 Sports and PlayStation 2 proud to present these spectacular pictures from Skycam.
Well, it's hard for a spot-up shooter, a guy that can dribble the basketball and create his own shots, and the big guys won't touch it. But we got to send Cotton a message and tell him to get out of that zone. We want to see some moves out here, Danny.
When we have a timeout, we can get over there. Arenas nearly lost the ball.
Well, the thing about it is we're seeing plenty. I mean, they got shots all over the place. They're getting nothing but lay-ins down there.
Gilbert Arenas, who has been a hot hand, averaging nearly 23 in the last several games. Second-round pick out of the University of Arizona on the turnover. Here comes Arenas with the lob to Jefferson. And guess who? Pau Gasol cleans up. He has 8 points. And his teammate with the Grizzlies, Garachek, has 8 for the rookies.
And he hasn't shot outside a dunk yet. We're going to see some range from Pau Gasol, but he's not going to have to if they keep playing the zone, because his length is giving him problems on the offensive boards, and he's an easy target against the zone interior pass.
And his mobility is exceptional. You see a guy with that size who's as agile and as coordinated as he is, he will be able to get in and get done.
He had 10 points and 7 rebounds playing for the rookies last year. Drew Gooden with the jumper. And a tight game, the rookies leading by 1.
Now, Drew Gooden is a very nice player, and he's making a transition to trying to be a small forward in this league. He's kind of a tweener, and you know, the combination of him and Gasol and Stromile Swift, there's been a lot of talk about him moving to somewhere else for more of a natural small forward.
Drew Gooden slapping the ball away, creating the turnover, and Caron Butler, who has started every game and leads all rookies in minutes played, scores foul for the rookies, and just as we say it, Gilbert Arenas hits a 3 to put the sophomores up by 1.
I think Stoudemire finally revealed a weakness in his game when he was trying to bring the ball down the court a little while ago.
Pau Gasol got a piece of that inside on the drive. They have not had a substitution yet, but we're going to have a couple as Tony Parker hitting the 2. Parker had 19 points in the third quarter the other night against Denver. And Caron Butler comes right back.
We can have the dunking contest, I think, right now.
The little preview.
Defense.
Parker missing the drive, Stoudemire. And both coaches giving the starters a chance to play a little bit. And on the break, Garachek beats everyone down. He has 10 points, the first player to hit double figures.
And 2 excellent passes by Jason Williams, playing very unselfish, getting the ball up the court in transition.
And the bad pass, and here is Jason Williams. And Gooden tried to stuff it through. This is a high wire act, this game, no question about it. As Gilbert Arenas at the other end.
This is the dunking contest, Danny. Let's judge it. Let's put up 10s and 5s and 4s.
Stoudemire with the short jumper. Jason Richardson played in this game, won MVP, and then he won the dunking contest last year.
He was loose. He had to practice all his dunks in the rookie game. I tell you what, you know, Gilbert Arenas, he's made 2 baskets here in a row. Gilbert Arenas, what a great story. A second-round draft pick. He's the only guy out there that's a second-round draft pick that's not foreign.
That's a good point. Well, we're going to have our first break with 12:39 to go in the first. The rookies lead the sophomores 24-23. Speaking of dunks, we've had 11 of them already. Back here at Phillips Arena, TNT's exclusive coverage of NBA All-Star Weekend continues with the salute to Michael Jordan. Coming up next, the All-Star Weekend preview show presented by Gatorade at 7. And then the NBA All-Star Saturday night presented by America Online at 8 p.m. featuring a new event, the 989 Sports Skills Challenge, the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up, and then the 100-call AT&T Shootout, and concluding with the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. That's all tonight exclusively on TNT. And with his boys, Yao Ming, who was named to the rookie team, but of course will start for the West in the All-Star game tomorrow, sitting with the rookies on the bench. Troy Murphy, and it's tipped in. And Troy Murphy now, everyone has scored who started the game. Let's send it over to Craig.
I think I talked to Cotton Fitzsimmons. He says he's staying with his own because he, quote, wants to win the game. He says the other team, the sophomores, are too strong. 8 of their 9 players are starters, and starters on good teams. He said we're just no match defensively. I'm staying with his own. It's our only chance.
Well, the length of their team, they're getting the offensive boards every time. With Kirilenko, Murphy, and Chandler, they have such a length advantage more than just a power advantage.
And off the hands of Chandler, we have some substitutes in the game. And coming in is Nene Hilario. You're going to like.
Professional basketball, a lot like Tony Parker. It's a lot different than going straight from high school as a youngster. But that professional experience has been huge, and he's stepped up and been very ready in this NBA season.
Murphy is a guy that's really impressed me this season, too. This transition to doing what his team needs done. I mean, this guy is a good shooter, but he's gone under the basket and really rebounded and become a factor.
He's improved his rebounding by nearly 7 rebounds, John, you're right, and scoring by 6. Here is Caron Butler fouled as he tried to sail in with a slam from the baseline. And the foul is against Troy Murphy.
Well, this is a strong move right here. Good pass. Yarrick is an excellent player, and he's a great passer, probably the strength of his game. But Butler goes in strong right there. 2 guys, I don't know which guy fouled him, but it looked like both of them got a piece of his body.
I got a kick. I'm sorry. I got a kick out of Craig Sager saying that Cotton said he wanted to win. We better send old Cotton some film, Danny, and let him know how many dunks have been gone against that zone.
The guy who wants to win is Mike Fratello, if the truth be known.
Yeah, you should have seen his chalkboard in there before the game. It looked like an NBA Finals.
Boy, we can tell by his assistant coach, Danny. He got mauled with it. You know he's going to win now.
Jason Richardson can't convert. On the lob pass, Caron Butler leaves it, and missing the layup is Marko Jaric of the Clippers. Yao Ming was named to the team, and then Manu Ginobili was named to take over Ming when he was a starter. He sprained an ankle the other day, so Jaric gets the late call, and here is Jason Richardson, who had 26 a year ago, and giving the rookies a lead now down to 2. Here is Hilario. Nene Hilario, who is tied for 8th in the league in steals. Very versatile player, and with pretty good size.
Well, Jason Richardson needs some stickum. He's having trouble hanging onto the ball right now. Look at his fingers out there. Sometimes coming off the bench, it's a little bit different role.
Here's Jaric. Jaric, a native of Yugoslavia, and here is Dewan Wagner driving to the basket. And good hustle by Wagner as he gets the ball back, but the ball knocked away. So there's Dewan Wagner, played 1 year at Memphis before coming to the NBA as the 6th pick from the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he is the top rookie scorer, averaging nearly 15 a game.
You know, I'm waiting to see someone foul someone hard instead of giving up a dunk. I mean, you don't want to hurt someone in an all-star game, but you don't want to get dunked on all the time. It's embarrassing. Look at that. Tyson Chandler, 7'4". Might as well go sit on the bench if you're not going to contest a shot.
Let Caron Butler go in. You can't foul out in this game. There's a penalty after 10-team foul, so you can't foul out anyway.
That's a license to get 8 fouls.
And here he goes picking on the big guys again. Now, this guy drove through many a guard before he got to Tyson Chandler. Look at this.
With a superb pass to Kirilenko.
And I love Kirilenko because this guy puts the ball on the floor, he works on defense, and he's one of the modern-day tall guys.
I have a hunch both you guys like well-schooled players who like to pass, hit cutters, and things like that.
Danny doesn't like anybody likes to pass. He wants the guy to shoot the ball.
No, if you can't shoot, pass. If you can shoot when you're open.
If you can't shoot. Oh, there's Jason Richardson. A little slam dunk preview, perhaps.
And that's what I like.
I'll give him a 9.7 on that one.
I think he's practicing for the dunk contest, really.
That'll be later tonight here on TNT. Caron Butler tried to slam, and here's a 3-on-0. And it's going to be Jason Richardson. Oh, there's a rehearsal. reversal. Do that tonight, he's going to get close to 100. You know that.
And we want to see whether this becomes contagious, because most of the time in all-star games, when someone does something like that, they start to play, can you top this?
Can you top 16 dunks? I think we will. Here's Dajuan Wagner, reverse lay-in in a high-scoring, I told you this game, 20-minute hands, and it moves. And it's a pretty good show. Tinsley with a lay-in. For a lot of these players, it's the first time they're on the national show in an all-star situation. Here is Caron Butler, can't handle the lob from Jaric.
My favorite guy out there right now is Nene Hilario and Kirilenko, because they play hard. Now, Richardson is a showboat, man. He's the great pass by Tinsley right there, but look at this windmill. He's a two-footed jumper, kind of like Dominic Wilkins, and he shows it right here, too.
Well, this is the one I like, Danny. This is the one I like.
He's just looking at it, one eye down at the rim. But I like Nene and Kirilenko because they're playing hard. Kirilenko challenges the dunk at this end, gets the block pass break.
Playing hard in this. Nobody's getting back in
Danny knows. Danny can tell.
Because they play hard. That's just kind of their nature. Now chances are
everybody's nature is to play hard.
Well, no, it's not.
Richard Jefferson hit the last jump shot. Point counterpoint here at the Got Milk Rookie Challenge. And
I love it.
Tinsley lobs it in, and Hilario taps it to his teammate, and here is Boozer, and Boozer is fouled. There's a reach-in foul. Carlos Boozer, another of the Duke Blue Devils playing for the rookies.
Now, this is pretty, man. You gotta like this, Ames. Look at that.
Excuse me.
Purposely hit it off of his leg, then goes to his left.
That does nothing.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's all-star. What do you want him to do? Nobody's playing defense, Dick, right?
That's right. It's entertainment.
That's exactly what it
maybe
is.
the last few minutes they will when the game is so-called on the line.
You know what? I like just. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to play defense
in an all-star game.
I don't want to.
If you don't want to score, you play defense. If you don't want to score, you inbound the ball. If you don't want to score, you do all those kinds of things.
Tinsley has it knocked away by Boozer out of bounds. You ever see a great defensive play in an all-star game?
Absolutely. And matter of fact, we just heard Jason. I don't want to hear the players say they want to win and then play like this. This has nothing to do with winning.
Richard Jefferson.
This has something to do with having fun.
Yes.
Okay,
Scrooge over here sitting beside us. I love it.
No, let's go ahead and have fun then. Don't tell me you want to win and play like this.
Look, Cotton wants to win. We heard it from Craig. He told us. I believe him.
But you got to convince the other guy.
Carlos Boozer from the corner. Right now, it is a 39-38 lead for the sophomores. Jaric with 10, Caron Butler 9, leading the rookies. Richard Jefferson fighting for his own rebound. Gasol and Jefferson each have 8 points for the sophomores, and we will have a loose ball foul called against, I believe, Jefferson, with 7:09 remaining here in this first half. Dick Stockton along with Danny Ainge and John Thompson. A little different views of things than what we expected.
We always have.
Yes, I noticed that. And Dajuan Wagner driving in. Here's another lob. Jefferson. Richard Jefferson now with 10. He's the first Sox to hit double figures in this game.
I wonder if we'll have dunks this good down in the dunking contest.
Jaric, the three. Chandler tried to time his leap out of bounds. Last touch by the rookie. 6:42 to go. A little bit of everything here in Atlanta. Just the start of things on a big day and night of all-star activities right here on TNT. Over to Cheryl Miller.
Well, thanks a lot. Dick, first of all, I'm joined by assistant coach Marv Albert. Marv, I see you have the Marv chart. What's the most telling stat right now?
Well, the Czar, as you know, very meticulous, had me keep track, aside from offensive rebounds, fast breaks. He wants bad calls and unhappy faces, of which I've already recorded 3, all his.
And Coach, how much assistance has assistant coach Marv Albert been?
Well, Coach Pettit's done a great job. I've asked Marv 3 questions. 2 of them he got wrong. So it's not a good percentage.
Right. Let's go back to you, Dick.
It's a learning experience for Marv as an assistant, guys. Let's face it, isn't it?
I want to see the diagramming, Daddy.
Yeah, where's all that scouting report? He spent all that time. He spent 2 hours preparing his chalkboard.
Marv was his advanced scout, so he actually saw this team in the last 6 or 7 games that he played.
Oh, my goodness.
Sometimes you tell the advanced scout don't come back for the game, Daddy.
I want to go into the halftime locker room because I'd probably be the first coach who would be yelling at the team in an all-star game.
Let's go over to Craig Sager.
Well, Marv, you're talking about Yao Ming being on the bench. What a whirlwind day he has had. You know, every time he goes in places like the Beatles. But here's what he did today. He got up early, went to the Read to Achieve with LL Cool J. His words were, "No, man, you're my man, man." That's the English he spoke with LL. And then after that, he went to the West practice, went back to the Hyatt Hotel, the team hotel. Then on the way here for this game, his van got a flat tire. 7'6" Yao Ming got out of the van, flagged down a normal bus, a public bus, got on the bus, arrived here at the stadium. Nice dunk by Drew Gooden. Then went through the main court concourse because he didn't know which way he was going, walked down on the court. So he made it here, flat tire and all.
You know, the guy has a sense of humor, and I think that's been evident with some of the things he has said and done along his rookie years.
Oh, he's been so refreshing. What a great addition to the entire league, and what a spark of enthusiasm he's brought to the town of Houston. That's awesome.
Here is Boozer coming in with a slam, and Richardson scored the last basket. Boozer with 7, a basket, a second in this game, and the rookies lead by 5. And they get the ball back, and Wagner from his teammate Boozer. The couple of Cavs out there, and the lead is opened up to 7.
You were talking about Yao Ming. The thing that I've loved about him the most is his ability to socialize quickly with the players over here, because there's a lot of slang used in terminology. Playing guys up, these guys, he's had fun.
Jason Richardson coming in with another dunk. He has 10 in the game. And Yao Ming, the top vote getter in for the centers. Shaq will come off the bench, and he's cool with that. Danny, you all right over there?
He has a stomach ache. He wants defense. All of a sudden,
Danny, it's an all-star game. Danny,
I don't care. This is what's ruining basketball right now. You guys got to play.
They're playing. It is. Look.
Boozer with a shot.
I love that, don't you?
So this is the history of this game, and people have always come away saying it's pretty entertaining. Look, Danny, if it's very close down the stretch, you'll see some defense, I promise.
Can I switch with Mike for the second half?
Potentially. I don't know. You think he needs to be fired yet? I mean, the guy's, this is his first year as a coach.
We should send him a note and say, you're fired, man.
Jason Richardson, while we haven't been looking, 12 points, and now the lay-in by DeJuan Wagner, who has 8.
Can anybody shoot? Make a shot?
How about that one?
That's beautiful.
Tinsley.
I love it.
Coach, I know one thing. You would be screaming your head off if this was happening in Georgetown.
Having a good time. Can't you hear him laughing? Nene Hilario.
What is the record for dunks in an all-star game? I'm telling you, these
61.
guys are setting it.
Yeah. We have 25 so far, so maybe we're approaching the record. Well, Pau Gasol and Gilbert Arenas will come back for the sophomores, and Jay Williams and Caron Butler for the rookies. I want to remind you that coming up, it's the Verizon Wireless Halftime Report with the Phillips $1 million big shot. Ernie Johnson from the NBA All-Star Jam Session will also join us as well. You're heading for the Jam Session after this, aren't you, Mr. Ainge?
I am ready for the Jam Session.
We've been seeing jams all day.
He's just the only guy in the history of basketball that want to fire the coaches during an all-star game.
In the first half. In the first half, John.
Oh, my God.
Not the coaches. I want to get the players. I want to strangle them right now.
Mike is as serious as you are about this game. You just saw the look.
Both of them have a stomach ache.
Caron Butler.
I don't believe there's a coach ever. As Charles would say, Pat Riley is rolling over in his grave.
All right, here's Gasol. All right.
Here comes the defense,
Danny,
Look at the pressure
Danny,
on the
I want you to analyze the rookie style of play so far. Will you do that for us? Here's Jefferson giving it to Kirilenko because John talked about Kirilenko at the outset. Thus, he got the basket.
But look at Kirilenko. He's at least playing defense. Look at him. He's running back. He's got a couple block shots.
And he deflected
That's
the ball.
what I'm talking about. See, those are great plays. Let's show some replays of some good defense.
That's going to be noticed, man.
I don't want my kids at home watching this game going, man, all you get credit for is a dunk.
If we show good defense, Dickie Nissler, we'll stay on commercials.
I have seen a lot of good defensive plays.
Sure, I have too. I don't know what Angel's watching. Look at this.
Yeah,
great steal.
Now, by the way, you wanted to fire Fratello. Fratello's team already has 17 turnovers, so maybe Danny has a point there, John.
Fratello didn't get a chance to practice with this team.
Here is Jay Williams behind his back. Stoudemire. And Jay Williams in a big crowd behind the back to Stoudemire. What's wrong with that? That's a great short behind the back pass and a stuff.
And that's the stuff that all-star games are made of. That was tremendous pass and a great stuff.
Of course. Here's Jefferson. And Stoudemire alertly with a good defensive play. There's one. And here is Boozer. Reverse layup. And Garicek. No look pass to no one looking.
Now, I love this now. You talk about Ainge now. I want you to look at this. Look at this pass.
That's
left,
a great pass.
Right-handed behind his back. Bang.
Thank you.
That's a great pass. And I think Jay Williams is a great player. I think all these guys are great players. But somewhere along the line, they've lost the focus. I hope that the guys in the real All-Star game tomorrow set a better example and get out there and play.
They're having fun.
And I'm not saying you're playing playoff basketball. And yeah, you got to have fun. But I don't think it's fun for doing this.
I think that'll reach a point in the game where this thing will intensify and everybody will get serious. Getting acquainted, a lot of fellowship is going on.
And you played in the 88 All-Star game. The same thing happened that year, didn't it?
No, it didn't. I mean, there was nothing like this. I mean, yeah, you get a little bit of this, but I mean, this is like 90%. I want to see 90% of intensity and 10% of fun. Fun is intense, too. You can have intense. Jerry Sloan's got to be going crazy right now. I guarantee you he's not even watching this game.
Yes, he is. His nose is 2 inches away from the screen. All right, TNT's exclusive coverage of NBA All-Star Weekend continues tomorrow night with the Jewel event, the 52nd NBA All-Star Game. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. exclusively on TNT. And what a great story with Michael Jordan in his final days. Yao Ming starting. Richard Jefferson with a layup after a good pass. He has 14 points. Richardson with 12 for the sophomores, who trailed by 7. And the turnover into the hands of the sophomores. Gilbert Arenas to Tony Parker. Out of bounds. And his last touch by the rookie. 60-53, the rookies in front with 1:15 remaining in the first half. Dick Stockton, Danny Ainge, John Thompson, along with Cheryl Miller and Mr. Sager.
You know the problem with Ainge in this game is that if they had 27 three-pointers as opposed to 27 dunks, he would be happy about it.
Well, that would at least mean that there's some defense being played.
On the three-pointers.
Not necessarily. Caron Butler inside the three-point line.
You know what? Personally, I think that the three-point line is not even a good thing for basketball. I'd like to see the three-point line abolished, even though I shot threes because it was there. I know that line, they didn't put it there for decoration.
Tony Parker to Kirilenko. Didn't have control when he went up for it.
Didn't have control, but I love the way he runs the floor, and he's just so agile.
With emphasis.
Even Ainge smiled at that one. Even Ainge smiled.
He talked about Amari before the game, so anything he does, he'll like.
No, there's been the Jason Richardson and Amari Stoudemire. They got some good dunks.
Yes. Caron Butler has a screen from Boozer. There's a screen outside. Haven't seen much of that tonight.
A screen and the shot, although we didn't see much of a hedge or a show or help on the defensive screen. But, at least Butler showing that he can make a shot.
And a rejection by Stoudemire on Arenas' drive. Remember, these teams have not had too many hours to learn the playbook, shall we say? Is that a fair estimate?
I think it's a very fair estimate.
24 seconds.
I don't think whatever time they got, they paid much attention to it either.
Right.
But Stoudemire, that's just a reflection of his talent on that last block. I mean, he gets in the air. Not only does he get in the air high, he gets in there quickly.
Rookies lead by 10. Richard Jefferson with 16 points. The game's high scorer, Caron Butler, leading the rookies with 14. Amari Stoudemire right behind with 12. And Gordon Garachek has 10. And goaltending will be called, so give Jay Williams the basket as Stoudemire batted it away.
That showed some quickness right there.
So the lead is 12 for the rookies as time runs out. That'll do it. That is the end of the first half. The rookies lead the sophomores 69-57 in the Got Milk Rookie Challenge here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta as we send it over to Craig Sager.
All right, Carl.
And welcome back for the second half of the Got Milk Rookie Challenge. It's the highest score at halftime of the series. Rookies leading 69-57. Caron Butler paves the way for the rookies with 14 points. And he had a lot to say. We had him mic'd up. And here's Caron Butler having an entertaining first half.
Yeah! Tell him to jump again, Amari. Throw the regular one, baby. You fake me out. I can't get caught like that. Yo, I can't get caught in the middle of the highlight. We just gotta keep doing what we're doing. We got this game. Rookie sensations. Hey, yo. Hey, we got bragging rights. We get this game, yo.
Well, Danny, what do you think they have to do to win this game?
Well, I tell you one thing, that I agree with him.
Bragging right there.
Hey, I agree with him. Keep doing what they're doing. Dunk the basketball. Shoot 65% from the field. That's pretty good.
The key there was the bragging rights, and I couldn't.
Right. Yeah.
I tried to keep the stat sheet from him, but I couldn't snatch it from him.
Let's send it over to Craig.
Well, according to Marv Albert, the assistant coach of the sophomore team, the head coach, Mike Fratello, is fit to be tied. He said he can't stand the fact that Cotton Fitzsimmons is playing a zone. He says it's not right, even if he is kidding around. I'll pass those comments on to Cotton Fitzsimmons, and he says, who cares? He says, my guys don't make a lot of money. They're rookies. They don't get a lot of breaks. We're just out here to have fun.
Ooh, I love it. We got a little contention with the coaches. The two littlest guys in the gym right there going at it.
Now, we may have something going on now.
Three-pointer by Garachek, who has 13 points. How can a coach be intimidated by another coach during the game?
I don't know, but they might get a little fired up. Maybe they took it out on their teams at halftime. Maybe Patel said, hey, he's really mad now. We got to win this game.
He may be mad, but he sure didn't change. He's still in his zone.
Jason Richardson with Tony Parker. Richardson hitting the three, coming right back with it. Kirilenko with Pau Gasol and Jefferson for the sophomores. Jay Williams behind to Stoudemire. Good pass. Stoudemire keeping it alive with the offensive rebound and can't move Kirilenko away.
I like it. The defense, again, I think Mike Fratello's got Kirilenko out there because he does play some defense.
We told you the second half we'd see a lot of defense, didn't we, John?
Absolutely. It intensified. In fact, I think Ames slipped away from the table and gave him a pep talk about defense in an all-star game.
Here is Caron Butler and along with Gordon Garachek. Gooden is in the play, and there is Drew Gooden, blocked by Pau Gasol, his teammate during the regular season. And here is Kirilenko, well-schooled. Kirilenko, how beautiful is that?
Well, he's an extremely talented young man. I mean, I really love the fact that he can do those things, but he still blocks shots and rebounds.
Drew Gooden coming right back. The lead is 12. The rookies are leading the sophomores. A lot of pressure on Mike Fratello and his coaching staff here to have these veteran people win the game. And a steal by Caron Butler. The rookies always seem to outplay the sophomores. Two of the last three games have gone that way, and we'll see how this one finishes.
Well, I think the rookies come out here thinking that they really have something to prove. They still are very enthusiastic about a lot of it.
Richard Jefferson, so a loose ball. Jefferson capitalizes. He has 18 to lead everybody.
But I agree with Danny. There is a sense of pride involved in some of it, and you've got to definitely intensify your defense. But I think as the game goes on, you'll see that intensify a little bit more.
And it is right now. You can tell a big difference in this half already. Just early going on the defense as we get a steal there. We get two contested lay-ins on the first two possessions. And the sophomore team is not happy about being behind.
Pau Gasol on the 3-2 break. Here's Caron Butler. And Gooden getting the rebound for the rookies and converting. So Drew Gooden now making an impact here in the second half. He has 10 points. 4 players in double figures for the rookies. And 3 for the sophomores, led by Jefferson. And here is Jason Richardson with a 3. So Jason Richardson now with his second three-pointer. He has 18.
Well, he was auditioning for the slam dunk contest in the first half and the three-point contest here in the second half.
Yeah, Jay Williams just tried a three, didn't go. Tony Parker was in the air when Jefferson passed it off to his leg. Here is Jay Williams behind the back to Caron Butler. Fake pass behind the back.
Well, it was beautiful. Look at the defense. Look at the defense.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Kirilenko's playing a little bit of defense as well.
John's guy, he had his eye on Kirilenko from the start. He knows how he can play.
Inspector Gadget's making a difference out there. They pulled within 5.
76-71. And a timeout with less than 4 minutes gone by in the second half. A 20-second timeout. Well, next is part of TNT's exclusive coverage of NBA All-Star Weekend. It's TNT Salutes Michael Jordan coming up next. You know, Cotton's been around for a long time. That was a very shrewd move, opening up with his zone. We all laughed at it, but it's paid off for him, didn't it?
Yeah, but I honestly think, I mean, looking at Patello's face early in the second half, I think he is seriously upset. I do not think he's happy. They haven't had a chance. There's no question. I think, you know, people might think Marv is joking and stuff. I think Mike is mad.
Yeah. But that's what makes it fun. We want him to get mad.
Yeah, he's mad at some of the advice he's getting from Marv. Let's go over to Craig Sager.
We're talking about the dunks for freelance basketball. We'll get down to some skills competition later tonight. Stephon Marbury will be in that, and also the All-Star game. What about the skills competition? Give us a preview.
Well, it's kind of difficult, but I think that thing would be something that we would do for the remainder of the NBA All-Star games because it's very competitive and it's very challenging.
What do you think of Amari Stoudemire, your rookie out here tonight?
He's Rookie of the Year. That's my Rookie of the Year. If he doesn't get picked by the NBA, that's mine.
All right. Thanks a lot. Let's go back to Dick.
All right, one vote for Amari Stoudemire, and Danny appreciates what he's done. Turnover, Jason Richardson with Gerachek, and here's Tony Parker with the lane. Kind of like the way the former player from France has performed with a team with playoff contention every year. Butler from Williams, Caron Butler.
And see, that means something to me right there because Richard Jefferson was not happy about that. He actually got beat. He didn't just turn his head and let him be a dunk contest. That's a great play right there, a great pass and finish.
And Richardson hitting his third three of the game.
And I think Jason Williams is doing a great job of setting these guys up, too. The defense has gotten, as Danny said, a little bit more aggressive, but Jason has done a great job.
Danny is right on Jay Williams because we're really seeing a lot of what he can do in this game.
He's a very talented kid. And, you know, everybody knows what he can do. It's just a matter of getting the middle part of the game and fitting into a system. It's just different when you go to the NBA.
Caron Butler and Jefferson fighting Stoudemire for the rebound. Plus, he's playing with a lot of other young players in Chicago.
Right, and you know, it's an adjustment for some players because, you know, going from taking 25 shots at an ultimate green light and all of a sudden trying to fit players in, get shots for your teammates, knowing when to shoot, when not to shoot, and trying to fit into what your coach wants you to do.
Jay Williams, by the way, has 9 assists. There is Gerachek from the corner. Doesn't get the three. Tony Parker sees Jason Richardson down at the other end. And the foul. Jay Williams committing the foul. I didn't think he wanted to foul him, but the shove was in there.
But I like that still. I mean, he got the basket. We didn't get the windmill dunk right there, but Jay Williams is trying to stop the fast break. It's 1-on-3 defensively, but at least he doesn't just give it. Now, you know, you don't want to like hammer guys in this kind of game. I'm not promoting that, but at least challenge shots. And that was a good job by Jay Williams.
Three-point play by Richardson. He's had 3 from beyond the arc, and the traditional 3 gives him 24 now. Remember, he had 26 last year and was MVP of this game. Pau Gasol blocks Williams' layup attempt.
The most fortunate thing on both sides of the ball is the fact that you've got Jason Williams and Tony Parker, 2 guys that are very unselfish and 2 guys that are effortless in passing. In most All-Star games, the front line doesn't even have a chance to get dunks. And it's a tribute to both of them because of how they play.
That's a good observation. Caron Butler short on the jumper will pick up the loose ball from the outside. Here is Stoudemire working his way in, and a block by Kirilenko.
I love this guy.
Kirilenko with another outstanding defensive play. Here's Tony Parker. Gerachek defending. Richardson been hot from downtown. Not that time, however, with just under 14 minutes to go in the second half. Stoudemire. Boy, that was a rapid law pass.
And that's, again, I'll just say that was a beautiful pass and a beautiful play. Again, the defense was making an effort to stop it. Stoudemire is so big and strong and relentless in his effort.
And the ball out of bounds and a timeout. So Rookies' lead was 12 at the half. It's been shaved to 3. One of the great landmarks in Atlanta.
Can I get in between you two? No, you stay there, Marv. Let Bob move over, and you're here, Marv. Bob, move that way, and I'll get right in between. How's that? Put that down. You haven't done very much, by the way. You're getting caught up in the game. You have to concentrate. Can you do a better job this half? There was a portion of that first half that I felt you joined Cotton's side. Can you pick up our guy's arm on the way down when he got hit before, the piece that fell off, please? I just appreciate that. I think it was a part of the forearm that was on the ground.
That's a funny dude right there. He is having fun. He's not as uptight maybe as we think. He just still wishes Cotton would be playing man-to-man.
That poker face pays off for him, doesn't it?
Well, he started having fun when the score got closer,
That's not
too.
right.
Good point. Caron Butler down. Nene Hilario from the Nuggets flips it out to DeJuan Wagner. Wagner with a runner in the lane, and Hilario tries to tip it in. Here's a fast break situation, 3-on-2, led by Richardson to Kirilenko. Can't convert.
I tell you what, that guy's misses are great. I mean, he's involved at the defensive end, and then now he's filling the lane.
DeJuan Wagner the other way on the break.
DeJuan Wagner can really score. You know, the question is it going to be a point guard, a shooting guard, and who's he going to play with? Are him and Ricky Davis going to be able to fit together and all that? A lot of questions, but there's no question about one thing. He can score.
And that's a hell of a problem to want to solve if you're a coach.
No question.
Gilbert Arenas and Jamal Tinsley check into the game there. You see DeJuan Wagner, who's averaged nearly 19 in the last 5 games, so he has stepped it up. During today's Rookie Challenge, 989 Sports and PlayStation 2 are proud to present these spectacular pictures from Skycam here at Phillips Arena. Dick Stockton along with Danny Ainge and John Thompson with you. Second half of the Got Milk Rookie Challenge. Sophomores have lost 2 out of the previous 3. Rookies want to come back, but Kirilenko with his 3-point shot.
Well, I can't say enough about this guy, Dick.
Yeah.
I said in the opening, this guy runs the floor, he plays defense, and he's getting better with his outside shot. I just love the way he plays. Defensively, he can guard up. He can guard a guy that's much, much smaller than he is.
Carlos Boozer turning around. Most of these international players are very well schooled, wouldn't you say, fundamentally?
On the offensive end.
Yeah.
On the offensive end. But this kid goes at both ends, and he definitely is not afraid to bang underneath.
Tyson Chandler getting the feed, and he has scored. So everybody in this game now has scored. And here he is.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's just something special, I think, in front of him.
Gilbert Arenas. And Kirilenko really helps the Jazz by coming off the bench. That's a great boost to have when you have him coming off the bench.
Absolutely. That's a sacrifice. He was starting early in the year, and Calbert Cheaney moved to the starting lineup. Matt Harpring, what a great addition he's been to the Jazz. And Kirilenko coming off your bench to play 3 different positions. And the thing I like about him, he's good for Mike Fratello's bench.
Yeah.
Mike Fratello is he's been the guy that kind of energized him here, and Jason Richardson, the offensive guy.
So Wagner and now Caron Butler score. The rookies have taken the 2-point lead again. So they have come way back. Have the rookies. The sophomores were down by that's 15, and there is Arenas hitting his second 3. So 6 3-point baskets, 5 of them by the sophomores here in the second half.
Well, Butler needed to put his hand up at least on that one. He might have found out it might have made a difference.
And good hustle that time by Marko Jaric, finding Hilario. Seesaw game. Rookies by 1 now, 90-89, and Gilbert Arenas hitting a 3. That's back-to-back 3s by Gilbert Arenas, who has 15 points and 3 from downtown, along with his teammate Jason Richardson from the Golden State Warriors. Here's Kirilenko, the trailer from Arenas.
Well, And that's the thing. Arenas definitely made a good play, and I love his quickness. But Kirilenko puts himself in a position on offense and defense to be a factor in so many situations.
I tell you, you look at the future of the guard tandem of Gilbert Arenas and Jason Richardson and Troy Murphy out there. Boy, you feel that Golden State has a bright future ahead of them with those two guys to build around. And the addition of Mike Dunleavy, and they got some nice pieces on that team.
Boozer scoring the last basket, and Jaric, remember it was Yao Ming who was named to the rookie team. He'll start tomorrow. And then Manu Ginobili got hurt the other day, and so Jaric has performed well as a last-minute fill-in here, representing the LA Clippers.
And Murphy just being a blue-collar worker, just sitting under there, getting rebounds, setting screens.
And what a great improvement from the rookie to sophomore year.
Unbelievably so. And I just think that he's an example of a guy who saw what his team needed and started to do that to make the right contribution. A lot of players need to take a lesson from that.
Here is Nene Hilario. And the one-hander falls short. The Denver Nugget jersey, very popular item for fans in Brazil because of Hilario and what he has done with the Nuggets. Jaric. And the sophomores leading by 2, 96-94, and an offensive foul charged to Arenas.
Yeah, now we're talking. A defensive charge. Right there. See, there's Hilario. I told you, that guy only knows how to play one way hard. But good move by Arenas, but the big fella does a good job of taking it for the team. Good defensive play. See, we even showed the replay of a defensive effort.
Well, see, and I love the fact about Arenas' quickness, but I definitely think, even though Danny got his good defensive play, that Arenas has got to get a little bit better on the handle, and then if he does that, he'll be absolutely dangerous.
Now, I don't think it's a coincidence that Mike Fratello has kept Kirilenko out there on the court. He has not taken him out this second half.
Oh, I love this kid. I mean, look.
He plays Mike's style. There's no question about it.
He plays any coach's style, the way he's playing up and down the floor.
Tinsley waited until everyone went by, and Jamal Tinsley, who was an outstanding rookie last year, was a member of the all-rookie second team in the NBA, and Drew Gooden into the game, and Boozer missing the one-hander. 98-94, sophomores lead. Tinsley gets his second basket in a row, and the sophomores up by 6.
That's old Bob Cousy move right there, Johnny. Most young kids today go between their legs more so than they go behind their back.
Well, you know, Kirilenko, I mean, I think he plays hard all the time, but I think playing with John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Jerry Sloan down there in Utah has taught him right, and he's been the most professional in his approach to the game today.
That hasn't hurt playing with those guys as Drew Gooden follows on the layup. So the sophomores with their biggest lead a moment ago. It's 196 right now. DeJuan Wagner finds Jaric. Here's Hilario. Very versatile player is Hilario, but he throws that one away to Tinsley.
Very charitable, too, right? He gives it away.
You know, one sophomore guy that's not here in the game that's been playing fantastic this year, especially when Wallace was out, is Zach Randolph. He's done a great job. Can you imagine the team Tom Izzo would have, though, if Zach Randolph and Jason Richardson were still at Michigan State?
Just call him and ask him.
Or think about calling him.
Yeah, that's exactly
Don't dial the number.
It won't be a long conversation. We'll hang up on you real quick with those two guys.
Tyson Chandler follows up. So Tyson Chandler, who came out of high school out in California, was the second pick in the draft. Actually drafted by the Clippers and traded in a deal for Elton Brand. Here is DeJuan Wagner, personal offensive player.
You know, Danny, you're absolutely correct. The Czar has not taken Kirilenko out of the ball.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I told you guys early in the first half, remember, he was the guy that was playing the hardest, and he just plays. I mean, he plays like he plays for Jerry Sloan and with John Stockton and Karl Malone. And that's why when teams are building all these young players around, I think it's just such a mistake to try to develop young players with not good example veterans. How about that one?
Well, and everything because of his running the floor, it puts you in a position. But, you know, the key to him also is he's got to be receptive to learning. You can play with John Stockton. You can play with Karl Malone. There's a lot of players play with good players, but they're not receptive to learning. Obviously, this kid has been receptive to learning.
Kirilenko with 13 points and 5 rebounds and several other defensive plays that you won't see in the box score. And we'll take a timeout with just under 6 minutes to go in the second half of the Got Milk Rookie Challenge. The sophomores lead the rookies 104-98. Well, coming up next is part of TNT's exclusive coverage of NBA All-Star Weekend. It's TNT Salutes Michael Jordan. And John, you did a terrific sit-down with Michael as part of this show coming up next.
I had a tremendous subject. Yeah. It was fun. It was an awful lot of fun. And, you know, Michael could not have been better and could not have been more cooperative in sitting down. He was in a relaxed atmosphere with us, and it was just a fun thing to do.
You did a great job, though.
Yeah, you did. You can't avoid it. And you know what? A good subject, but he had to respect the guy asking the questions, too.
But I wouldn't have liked for anybody else to play Michael Jordan but Michael Jordan. I had a tremendous subject. And that's the first thing Danny ever told me I did good all year, so I know it must have been
second.
Hey, I've heard you've done at least 4 or 5 well this year. Jason Williams with the jumper. Well, Kirilenko is out of the game right now, so I know you're keeping track a little bit, Danny, of what Kirilenko has meant to the sophomore team.
Well, I just like the way he's approached. They went from down 10 to up 6, and Bob Pettit was over there. He's from the old school, and he was the one that was telling Fratello to keep him in the game. You cannot take him out. Maybe with the 6-point lead, he okayed it. But
2-on-1, Caron Butler to Gerichek and Tinsley with a superb play.
I just get the feeling now we're ready to get serious.
Got Pau Gasol getting the offensive rebound. Big size advantage over Jason Williams. The basket counts and the foul. That wasn't fair down low.
Well, it was fair. If Jason had grabbed him when he was on the dribble, he wouldn't have started up. I wonder is Marv the little man's coach over there? Bob Pettit's the big guy's coach over there. So what do we give Marv to blame for how they were playing Danny in the first part of the game, right?
No. The way the big guys were playing in the first part of the game was not very good either. I just think the key coach of the year goes to Pettit for leaving Kirilenko in so far, but they took him out.
Pau Gasol, meanwhile, with 15 points and 6 rebounds, and there is Bob Pettit, who played on those great St. Louis Hawk teams with Cliff Hagan. They won a championship. In fact, they beat Bill Russell one year in the NBA championship.
That was the year Russell was hurt.
That's right.
Let's clarify.
Let's put a little
but
asterisk
he was great. Now, in all due respect to Bob Pettit, Bob Pettit was one of the finest players you ever want to see play. I mean, he could move without the ball. He could score with the ball. He was just an excellent basketball player.
Yeah, he and Elgin Baylor were the best of the forwards in the NBA in that era.
Absolutely. You wouldn't mind picking either one if you were a coach. You felt you were in good position.
And you're right. Russ was hurt, and that he won. They beat the Hawks, and then Russ was hurt the next year, and then the long string. There's Lou Hudson, by the way, sweet Lou, who spent 11 of his 13 years with the Hawks, 6-time All-Star.
How sweet would he been from the 3-point line?
Yes.
Now Danny's getting back in focus now. Stop talking about defense.
No. These guys are, this game was going good. This second half, you guys were right about the intensity picking up, but the rookies didn't pick it up until they were behind.
Under 5 minutes to go. Caron Butler open. Drew Gooden getting the offensive rebound. He's played very well tonight, Drew Gooden.
Yes, he has.
And Caron Butler lays it in.
And so has he. Butler's done a good job, too.
I love Caron Butler because he definitely can mix up. He can catch and shoot. He can do it off the dribble and really can bring it down the court if he wants to.
6-point lead for the sophomores. Cut in half by Gilbert Arenas. Actually, Arenas adding to the lead, 111-102. Addition is easy when you use an abacus. Here's Arenas bringing it up now, and Arenas charging against Williams.
Coaches are getting really involved. The Czar is walking the man almost to the scorer's table.
Long 3 by Arenas, who has 5 3-pointers and 23 points in the game. Jason Richardson, his backcourt teammate with the Warriors, has 24, so 47 between them.
Spectacular shooting performances by the Golden State guards.
And Butler defended by Jefferson, who is a good defender. And there's Jason Williams hitting a 3-point barrage. And Williams hitting his first from downtown.
And when he does that, he's really tough because of his ability to penetrate and set people up off of the dribble. But if he demands that the defender plays him, he becomes twice as effective.
Arenas driving is fouled, and a 9-point lead for the sophomores, who have won one of the previous 3 games since this format was instituted. So Jason Richardson coming back into the game. He has 24 points on 3 threes as Jefferson sits down.
And Richardson, along with Tony Parker and Kirilenko, you know, we've talked a lot about Kirilenko because he stayed in, but they all 3 were guys. Richardson came out, gave him a boost offensively, but their intensity level picked up. I figured out the strategy here. In the first half, you just stay close and get behind, and then you go in and get to preach a little more intensity, and the first one that gets the jump in the second half is going to win the game.
Gilbert Arenas with 25 points and 4 assists. Sophomores are up by 11. Out of bounds, and last touch by the sophomore team with 3:20 remaining. The sophomores are hardly sophomoric the way they're playing now.
The real strategy is to have a real good point guard, because these guys aren't going to really know the plays. You don't have enough time to practice it. But if you got a point guard that can orchestrate that stuff for you, it looks a lot better.
Drew Gooden with the open shot. Gooden with 16 points. And there's Arenas again. Gilbert Arenas with 6. And he's got 28, making a major bid for MVP honors right now.
And I love the steal by Richardson. Full court pressure in the backcourt, and they're having a contest between the MVP, between the 2 Golden State guards.
Richardson won it last year. Gilbert Arenas wants to win it this year. Pau Gasol cleans up. Gasol with 17 points. And it's a 121-107 game with under 2.5 minutes to go as we head to that way, the biggest lead of the game for the sophomores.
And Gilbert Arenas came into this game. He has been playing fantastic in the last 5 or 6 games. His scoring and shooting have been going sky high. Ever since he didn't play in the game that we did, Coach, on national TV, he sat in, and Boykins came in and played the entire 3rd and 4th quarter. From that point on, Arenas has really stepped up his game.
And Williams got a piece of that one, John.
And I love Arenas' explosiveness down there. I mean, he's quick, but he definitely explodes extremely well to the basket. I didn't know he was that kind of shooter though outside.
He has started all the games for the Golden State Warriors. Tony Parker, and it's 123-107. Here is Stoudemire working his way in. The basket counts and the foul by Pau Gasol.
You know what he has a great ability to do? Regardless of whether you put a hand on the board, he can get the ball to the glass. And anytime a guy has just come out of high school and has that kind of strength in this league, that's extraordinary. You got to wonder where his body is going from here, Danny. I mean, would you tell him to lift, or would you tell him to just maintain?
I would tell him to just maintain. I mean, you know, the lift, he's going to just fill out naturally as he matures, but I'd just be working on his skills.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that a kid comes right out of high school and can break through pro arms of older guys as well as he can and get that ball on the glass.
Hey, they're younger, they're bigger, they're stronger, and we're seeing it every day.
It's unbelievable.
123-109 with 135 remaining in the game. The sophomores leading, and there is Gilbert Arenas with yet another one. He has 30 points in the game. Now the all-time scoring leader in this rookie challenge is Kobe Bryant with 31. Caron Butler is fouled, and Gilbert Arenas has a chance to break the mark. Well, now it's time for today's Jeep game summary. Caron Butler, very impressive Miami Heat rookie. But Gilbert Arenas with 30 points on 11 of 17, including 6 from 3. And a dunking contest mostly early in the game. Well, John, you said the sophomores were going to prevail.
Well, and that's a sign of maturity. I think the defense picked up Dan a little bit out there, though, didn't it?
They got a little nasty.
Are you happy now? I want to know.
I'm
is old
very
Scrooge
happy.
over here happy?
You know what I like this? You're happy because you said the sophomores would win, and Danny's happy because we saw some defense in the second.
I saw some defense, and I was rooting for the sophomores because they came out and started playing defense in the second half, and so all of a sudden my allegiance went to the team that was playing the hardest. And again, you know, Andre Kirilenko's done a great job, but Gilbert Arenas probably the MVP in this game because of his
shooting ability.
So I would go along with that too because of how he came back on. But I definitely love the way Karolinko ignited. I mean, he's the one that initiated most of the hustle that was going on out there. He got these guys moving a little bit.
Interesting. Karolinko sits down, and then the game all of a sudden changes a little bit.
Well, it's also interesting. He's chatting and happy. You know, you can see selfishly all he wanted to do is basically win. Because a guy gets in the All-Star game a lot of times and you played as well as he's played, you're a little bit upset because you know you have a chance to play for the MVP.
Karolinko played in the rookie game last year. Caron Butler missing the free throw, getting the pass back from Boozer, and getting the two that way.
Yeah, I tell you, that kid is special also. I mean, I love the mixture of things he can do on the floor. As I said earlier, he can catch and shoot, he can penetrate, and obviously can jump.
Jason Richardson with a slam from the reverse. He is already loosened up for the slam dunk contest later tonight.
Let's not have it. Let's just judge it out from this game alone.
I'll vote for him.
I'll take him too. Leave Danny somebody else.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a great competition. Richard Jefferson, Amari Stoudemire.
I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it.
And Richardson follows on Gilbert Arenas' miss. It is a Golden State sophomore outing here in the final seconds of this game.
I want Richardson to save us a little bit for the dunk contest, though. We're waiting on it.
Jason Williams. And the rebound, Pau Gasol. So Gilbert Arenas still has a chance to break Kobe Bryant's scoring mark of 31 points if he can get another basket. 129-112. The sophomores who lost to the rookies last year, 103-97.
Shoot it.
Arenas passing off with 4 on the shot clock, and it's not going to happen. His teammate will hit it and score. The wrong guy. Bounce it up anyway.
That's always Oh, that's great. I loved it.
And 31 for Richardson. Arenas had 30, so when it's all said and done, Jason Richardson ends up tying Kobe Bryant for the all-time individual scoring lead. He was the MVP last year. Who will be the MVP this year? As the sophomores prevail and defeat the rookies 132-112 in an always entertaining Got Milk Rookie Challenge.
Jason Richardson had a flashback on this one. This is a playground flashback. Bounces right off the head, gives him a jumper shoot. Kevin would say, right between the eyes.
Well, Richardson had 7 threes to lead. And right now, with Arenas with 30, Richardson 31. Let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Quite a showing by the Golden State Warrior backcourt. You're standing there, you have 30 points. The all-time record in a game like this was 31 by Kobe. And all of a sudden, your teammate, Jason Richardson, hoists up a 3. He ties the record.
Oh, I mean, he was feeling it, so I had to give it up to him.
Were you trying to give us a preview of the dunk competition tonight, or what were you after?
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of a preview of what I could do tonight, but it was all my partner that helped me with my dunk, so I got to give some of him the credit.
We're talking about the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, you have a bright future, but what about this year? You're in 10th place in the Western Conference, just 5 games out of a playoff race. What do you expect to do this year?
We're just going to compete, fight hard, and, you know, we're trying to squeeze into the playoffs. If we can't, we're still going to be happy with ourselves.
Tell us more about the dunk competition tonight.
It's going to be pretty tough having Richard Jefferson, Desmond Mason, Amari Stoudemire. I'm going to put some of the tricks Gilbert gave me out of my bag and hope I go ahead and win it. Oakland, Warriors, Bay Area.
You know, Jason won the MVP last year. They only have 1 trophy here. He's got a dunk competition later tonight. You got to give it to you, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, he gave it to me. I'm going to take it.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go back to Dick.